I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt, Jesus will.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a pastor way. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it. Pounding earth since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Jackson now to return. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders there. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He's brought down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Play action. It's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears have taken the early lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watson now on 3rd down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Charles Johnson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll They'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the...
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Bears 8, Vikings nothing.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 9-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On first down, it's George. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down now, it's George. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Second and 11.
At the Bears' 47-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson and going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek 2 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same. And the Bears will extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 come from out West. Arizona and Seattle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shot.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bears.
Off the play fake. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
8 yards to go on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. George. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 5. First down, Minnesota. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's George. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
1-yard gain.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. It's Hill, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Watson now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 3rd quarter action for down in 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third and long. It's Watson. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darren Waller, 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Bears 34, Vikings 14.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I want to change course here for a second, CD, and talk about Week 1 Breeze versus Brady. Obviously, such a spotlight matchup. Remember, these two met way back in the Big Ten in college. Brady won that game, Michigan over Purdue. But since being in the NFL, this was the 6th time they've gone head-to-head. Now, Breeze won the first 3 battles. Brady had won the next 2, battles 4 and 5. Number 6, though, back to Drew Brees. And now we don't know how much longer, obviously, they're both going to be in the NFL. But while they are both in the NFC South, they're going to meet at least twice this season.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Watson's pass.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Bears 34, Vikings 14.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. Interception into a touchdown.
Makes the score Bears 41, Vikings 14. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Watson on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Loss of a yard.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They're on 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. On first down, it's George. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 2nd and 7, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Today's final score, Bears 48, Vikings 14.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Sound like you know. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. May mama proud, got a thou on the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice small job with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nice like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm dirt cheater. Major leaguer, no
talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them niggas get back from around me. My what it is, really I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord I'm gifted. Oh, overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragedy. For you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature, all is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby, sail me toward the sky. Here I come, a freaky side. Oh no, don't you close your eyes. I'ma give you something to cry about. I'ma teach you how to fly without fear. Doubt, just regret. Break it out, break a sweat, baby, the doll, break a leg. Let you lay the power check. Sipping on the sun in the cup somewhere. Cause she ain't really seen nothing like me yet. Cannibalistic, animal instinct. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you don't do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, those city winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing right through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, those city winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, those silly winds that never be the same.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate.
Conversation ain't no company with the band. It's called taking.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. George. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's George. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That's good.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
At the 30-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now it's Jackson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. He gets away from one. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke. Yep. Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled
at the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
All right, while we have a second here, Charles, let's look ahead to week 2 on the NFL slate. Some great games coming up. I'm just looking early here Sunday. You got Carolina, Tampa Bay. Wondering if Tampa can get the win there. Detroit and Green Bay both 1-0. That's intriguing, an in-division game. And then, Washington and Arizona, you probably wouldn't highlight that one normally, but one of those teams, is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. And how about the Sunday nighter? New England at Seattle. Cam Newton now leading the Patriots, and Russell Wilson was so sharp in the opener at Atlanta. And then, of course, on Monday night, the opening of the Raiders' new stadium with the Saints coming to town. I'm really excited about that one.
And you've said it well with the Raiders. If there was ever a stadium that looked like a Raiders stadium, it's that one.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And, I don't want to steal anything from anyone else or any movies or whatever, but the theme music, you got to know it's going to be dark and powerful, just like the Raiders want it to be.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. It is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to...
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. On 1st down, it's George. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, it's George. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
On third down, George. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Washington.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the 43.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the bootleg. Jackson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 40. Past the 20. That's all you got. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
21. Washington, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in there.
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's George.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's George. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bailey's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
And goal at the 11-yard line.
They'll hand off to Foster. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stand. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled it.
Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. George. It winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Johnson on the return. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Oh, wait. Hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Brushing off defenders. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done
done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was young, get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, no ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, no ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, no ceiling was that never be the same.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you. Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on it.
From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 34. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
They'll run on first down. Pryor, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
The Bengals first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably trolling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Able to punch it in on third. He's on the sideline now. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 3.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The 42-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Number 37.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Number 10.
A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game
Their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. There's a quick shot to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he finds Howard complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Burrow's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pryor has it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 37.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
A loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They have scored. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carried by...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And it's third down.
On third down, Pryor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. On first down, Pryor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Bengals 21, Ravens 13.
They'll run on first down. Pryor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense. Come on.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag.